As much as I love the summer, I cannot wait until we get some Spurs basketball again.
Go, Spurs, go, 'cause the Giants stay.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I am back from my little mini vacation over the weekend, and some news broke over the weekend, and De'Aaron Fox's injury news is a nothing burger. Before we get into this, nothing to worry about, just precautionary. The sources on that De'Aaron Fox news seemed questionable at best, so I'm glad it looks like he's going to be okay. Let's get to today's subject, though. Is Carter Bryant the biggest steal of the draft? This is an article from Clutch Points I found that's from a few days ago. I was like, you know what? I want to talk about this. So let's get into it. The Spurs rookie viewed as the biggest 2025 NBA draft steal. All right, sounds good to me, but are we going to agree with it? The 2025 NBA draft was one of the deepest in some time, and it felt like teams couldn't go wrong in the lottery. God, you aren't kidding, man. When looking at 1 through 14, sure, some players went higher than expected, some maybe a little lower, but overall, this lottery was a home run. The San Antonio Spurs were able to grab 2 lottery picks, and one of them was seen as the biggest steal of the draft, according to ESPN's Jeremy Wu. I'm just looking down on what is actually playing below there. Are these NBA? Okay, whatever. Quote, this question turns up the widest range of responses, with several voters offering dual answers. Spurs rookie Bryant garnered the most votes on the heels of his excellent defensive play at the Las Vegas Summer League session. The Arizona forward was widely expected to come off the board earlier, with potential suitors in Portland and Atlanta trading out their slots in late lottery, which dropped him to San Antonio spot. I did see Carter Bryant mocked as high as 10. I don't think I saw him crack the top 10. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. If he went to Atlanta, my Atlanta, in Atlanta, that would have been terrible. But he did not. He's ours. He's my precious. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm excited. I haven't talked to you guys in a few days. Bryant will turn into an impact wing defender that can make threes and be a part of their core, an Eastern Conference scout said. We'll look back in several years while the Spurs are winning big. Ooh, I like that. We'll look back in several years while the Spurs are winning big. And people mentioned them drafting Castle at 4 and Bryant at 14 to pair defensively with Victor Wembanyama as draft steals. With his length and defensive ability, Bryant could truly be the biggest steal of the draft. All right, I got to show this because I was watching some highlights and I was like, you know what? You've probably seen these, but let's play a couple here. These are all from the same game. Carter with the block from behind, different play, gets the block. This is the same play, and he blocks the same player twice, and then defense on the inbound pass, causing the turnover, getting the steal. Guys, it's really hard watching Carter play and not think of Kawhi Leonard. So much of parts of his game remind me of Kawhi's. I think Carter's going to have a very high defensive ceiling. I mean, we're seeing already, Summer League or not, we're seeing it. The help defense, the individual defense, that one-on-one defense, we're seeing the potential there. I think he's going to have a very high defensive ceiling and probably a good offensive player as well. He struggled in Summer League adjusting to the NBA three-point shot, I'm not worried about his offense. I think that will come around and he'll be good or maybe great there as well. But as far as steal of the draft, that is obviously an unknown at the moment. Nobody in the draft has played a real minute in the NBA. The potential to be the steal is there, and I wouldn't be shocked if Carter Bryant is starting at the 3 in 2 to 3 years. This draft, I've said it before, this upcoming season is going to be so good as a Spurs fan. It's really going to give us an idea of what direction the team's going in. Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, are they going to be there by the end of the season? I've said it before. I think one will get... I'm repeating myself. I said it before. Sorry. I haven't talked to you guys for a while. I think one of them is going to be gone before the end of the season. Maybe not traded before the start of the season, but potentially traded at some point right before the All-Star break, because we just have so many guys that overlap. And if he ends up developing the way we think he can, unfortunately, he's going to make one of those expendable, as will Dylan Harper, who we all expect to develop to his maximum potential, if you will, as well. So this has been a home run offseason for the Spurs. Drafting Carter Bryant at 14, drafting Dylan Harper at 2, getting Luke Cornett was a great free agent signing, having a legit backup big, bringing in Kelly Olynyk. I love what the Spurs are doing. We still have a roster spot. I have no idea what we're going to do with it. Don't really see anything out there in the rumor land about who they may sign. There could be, who knows, maybe another trade in the future. We'll certainly try to cover it as soon as possible. But let me ask you this, Spurs fans. How excited are you about Carter Bryant? What do you think his floor is? Do you have a comp maybe with a floor, a ceiling? Is he going to be possibly a Kawhi Leonard 2.0 without the drama? So that's that on that. A couple quick channel updates. I finally got one of these. I had given a couple out recently. I went to a comic show, and I use the word comic very loosely because there are no comics there, but somebody was selling bobbleheads for $5. So we got the Iceman. I mean, we had to have it. It's such a cute little Iceman bobblehead. He's going up. He's about to do his thing. So, Iceman, welcome to the Spurs, TSR Spurs family. And I talked about changing the intro, and I know there's going to be some of you out there and be like, thank God he's changing the intro. Well, there's some of you out there that actually like the intro too. You think it's funny, Wemby singing the Go Spurs Go. A lot of you agree the Giants stink. If you don't know, the second part of that is because the Giants stink, which they do and probably will next year as a Giants fan. And I thought about it, I'm like, I like that intro and outro. I want to keep it. So I'm sorry to the handful, or maybe there's more than a handful of you that don't like the intro. I like it. It's short. It's only, 4 or 5 seconds. After I finish my intro, you literally just have to hit right on your keyboard, or I don't know how you do it on a phone. Sorry, I don't. And then you skip the intro. You move right on into the main portion of the video. But I'm going to keep it. I like it. I know Daniel Jones, the video falling down, and he's no longer a New York Giant. But to me, that is symbolic of the last decade of my New York Giants. Them falling down and crashing every year. All right, guys, that's all I got. Thank you for tuning in. For the rest of the summer, we'll try to do daily videos, but it's going to be difficult as Spurs news is going to dry up, and I don't want to just do a video just for the sake of doing a video, so I might switch over to doing more just kind of generalized NBA videos. The music stuff is slowly taking shape, but it's probably going to be a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months before I get another song up on the channel. It's going to be a Wemby song. I'm really hoping I can get it up before the season starts. That gives me 2.5 months. I can do it. I will do it. I'll make it happen. Thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, and as always, go Spurs, go.